I do is for advertising, I create things that look like they're not created. Like this picture. So that's not really the sun. That's my assistant holding a light. Because when you do advertising, you don't have the luxury of saying like, oh, it's the perfect time, take the picture. It's not like that. It's like, we have 8 pictures to do today. They all gotta look great. So I'm very good at creating the light that I want. My feeling about taking pictures is, the less stuff and the less people, the easier it is. The most important thing for a photographer, beyond anything else, is learning to see. And this is incredibly difficult. This takes a really long time. So, and the reason for that is that, and this is just from my work, you know, other people's work is much more technical. But I have learned that the most important thing is this honest moment that happens between 2 people. So I have the camera, these are the people. There needs to be this connection that happens. I mean, I love my job. I love my job more than anything. I loved it when I was a little kid and I had a little camera and I had a Polaroid and I got the goop on my hands and I loved that. And I just love cameras, I love taking pictures. So now I'm going to tell you the secret. So there are 3 things. There are only 3 things. The one is, you need to have a unique vision. You need to be able to see in a way that other people don't see or can't see. Number 2, this way that you see has to be relevant. So, if you are the world's foremost authority on earthworm photography, you're going nowhere. Third thing is, people have to know about you. So, if you have these 3 things going, you're great. I know it's like everybody wants, you know, you need websites, right? So whatever you do, it needs to be viewable on one of these things. Because this is the way it is. That's the number 1 thing. The number 2 thing is, whatever you figure out, the simpler the better. Your website needs to be simple for the people who look at it, and it needs to be simple for you to change. So those are my 2 suggestions with that. So we're going to go through, this is my kind of main portfolio, and I have a book here that's printed more or less from that. And then as I do new things, I kind of put them up in here, and then I have these categories that I, you know, change around from time to time. I'm just going to go through pictures.
This is the portfolio you bring to magazines, you show.
Everybody.
Like, this is the work you show first to people.
Well, that's an interesting question. Because now, the portfolio is like the 3rd thing that happens. So the first thing that happens is they find out about me somehow. The second thing that happens is they look at this. And they'll go through all this. And then they go to my blog and go through all that. And they go to Instagram and they go through all that. And by the time they call my book in, they already know everything about it.
Regarding with that, the unique vision that you said before, like sometimes the advertisement industry asks you to change something according to you. So,
oh, that's fine.
Yeah, like how do you like?
They're paying you.
Well, that's
the problem. It's your job.
But I mean, just like keep it and then just like, I mean,
yeah.
If you first showed your work, how do you do it? And then, okay, I can change some things.
Well, they're paying you, so whatever. Okay. It's like, just get over it. You know, it's like, when you're doing an advertising job, it's not your art show.
Yeah.
You're selling Cokes and Pepsi. So you advise them, you say, okay, I think it's best this way.
Okay.
And they say, no. And we'll do it this way. And I say, okay, fine. Fine, probably. So this is kind of a nasty looking photo, right? This kid's got crap on his face. He's not very good looking. The light isn't very good. This picture got me a global Johnson & Johnson's campaign. That picture. You wouldn't think that, right? And yeah, you want to see the campaign?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, that. So, and there's more of this, right? Like this picture, that picture, this picture, this picture, that picture. There's that kid. This, look at that. Right? That. Like, look at that. I mean, go figure, right? So, look here, look at this picture, right? Like, well, yes. So, you know, that, it was still, like that campaign, I need to take some of those pictures and fix them a little bit, and then I'll put them on my website, but I can't put them on right now, because it's not part of this, it's like way over here somewhere. But, I mean, the important thing, important lesson here is, if I had things in here that look like, you know, this kind of stuff, no way, they don't want to work with me. What they want is they see this. Am I talking too much?
No.
So they see this, right? And what they see is they see honesty. You know? They see I'm able to create this honest, real moment. That's what they want. I get asked all the time. I'm on telephone calls with art directors, with agency people. And so they ask me like it's always the same thing. Like, they just want to know like, how does this happen? I didn't ask them to do that. They just did that. And so, the way I do this is, what we do is, I never tell people, well, not never. I try to avoid telling people what to do. What I do is, I create an area, I create a situation, and I put them in it. And I just let them kind of do what they do, and I make little suggestions. And whatever they do is fine. I never say that's bad. Never say that. They're always perfect. Unless they're professional models, and it's another thing. You just yell at them, it's fine. But with most people, it's you don't do that. You just say like, well, these people are also wasted. They're completely drunk, which is also a good technique. So my job is to stay open to everything. Just everything, right? And, you know, somebody, our director taps me on the shoulder and is like, hey, you know, you gotta get that. It's like, okay, I'll get it, I promise. But I think we can do something really cool here. Just give me a minute. And they love that. They love that. That's why I'm there. Like, that's, because that goes back to the vision thing. It's like, that's why you're there. You're not there to do, right? Because anybody can do that. They don't want that. They want something more than that. So they want me to go in and see like what's going on, you know, what can we do here? Like, you know, maybe we can, you know, I forget this guy's name, Matt. It's Matt and Katie. I said, Matt, like, you know, they're just hanging out. I said, maybe, why don't you guys get in the water? Yeah, cool. Can you throw her? You just never heard him throw her? What do you think about that? She's like, okay. Right? Snap. There's the photo. You know, it's a question of how do I get this? And, you know, I don't really know. I just know that, like, people think they trust me. And, I mean, you can tell I don't really hide anything. It's like, so they're okay with me. Ed says he learned at a certain point to be a better photographer, he had to be a better person. And I thought, yes, this is true. So, you know, Ed's point is, it's not about, I gotta get a new lens, a new camera, I gotta learn how to use whatever. No, it's like, it's about him. Like, he's gotta get better as a person, and then he can take a better picture. That's a big job.